What's up? What's up? What's up, people? This is your boy Levelhead back with another Live and Level Gamers podcast 127. This is the episode 127. Power or convenience, which will be more important to gamers in the future? Two guests here. Well, they ain't guests. Two compadres. Go ahead, Mufasa.
My bad, I was still muted. What's up, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? Let's get it in. We're back.
We also have the one and only. He's back from the what would they have you in cryo sleep, or what they have you in on Captain America? Go ahead, man.
Yeah. Somebody give me a shield. That's all I gotta say. Somebody give me a shield. Lance, see that trailer, boy. I'm so excited. Anyway, let's do this, man.
So basically, we back post Thanksgiving. We didn't do a Thanksgiving podcast. So how was y'all Thanksgiving? Starting with Keith, man. How did your Thanksgiving go?
Well, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but my Thursday.
Oh, okay.
My Thursday was pretty mellow. You know what I'm saying? Kicked it with the family around the house, watch my son run around, do his thing. But yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that. My bad. No,
is it one of those things that you don't celebrate holidays type thing? You don't celebrate Thanksgiving?
Holidays, period.
Okay, yeah. I was talking to the Jedi. He's kind of the same way. He don't celebrate, like, you know what I'm saying? He don't do big things for birthdays or holidays and stuff like that. So, okay, cool.
Okay.
Kindred spirits.
That's what's up. Yeah, we supposed to be on with Jedi this Sunday at 3:30, remember? So, everybody,
Sure.
that's the third, right?
Yeah.
So let's be remember that. Cool. So anyway, K-Bon, what you do for the festivities of Thanksgiving?
Ate, watch football, went to sleep, ate some more. I mean, we just did it again.
You ain't boycotting, you ain't protesting football?
Protesting what?
I'm just messing. Go
Protesting
ahead,
no football. I've been watching football. I was watching before they took the knee. I was taking it during they took the knee. I was watching football back before they realized that these people was actually calling themselves owners and treating these players like slaves. I was watching then. I'm gonna watch it now. I'm gonna start watching football. You can protest. I'm gonna watch the football.
No, I'm just asking, man. I haven't really caught any football games, honestly. It ain't because I don't want to. All the time, I don't get home in time to really catch anything. When I do get home, I fall asleep and miss everything else. But yeah, man, I had a good Thanksgiving. Spent time with the in-laws up in the STL. Got a chance to get up with K-Bum. What was that? That was the day after Black Friday, right? That was Saturday. I got up.
Yeah, I think that was Saturday.
No, it wasn't Saturday. It was Friday. It was Black Friday. I got up with you.
You sure?
Okay. I remember it was Friday, wasn't it?
It was my wife's birthday. That's when I came through. That was on that Friday. So yeah. Okay. Anyway, he gonna share something that took place, man. I'm hoping he be kind. But anyway, caught some good deals. Bought me a Ultra Blu-ray. Is that what they call them? Player. Found one at Best Buy.
Something like that.
Bought me one of those on Black Friday. I bought Wonder Woman and Spider-Man Homecoming.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna front, man. It is a noticeable difference. I didn't think it would be as big of a jump from Blu-ray to Ultra Blu-ray experience or Ultra HD 4K experience, and then with the what they call that, HDR triggered.
Yeah, HDR.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope, man. I can't lie. It's a whole different way of watching a movie.
So
sometimes
I was gonna say, so does this mean you get the Xbox One X?
Heck no. We talking about movies. We ain't talking about no $500. Get out of here, man. Now, if I get the computer that I'm looking at next year, I might be able to do PC gaming. I'm gonna have to holler at you and K-Bum off air, man. Kind of tell y'all about this computer I'm looking at and some of the specs that it got on it. It's gonna cost a penny, but I need a computer for all the stuff I do, like the music and the graphics and all that. So that's why I don't edit much. People want like, why you don't record video? Because my computer really don't let me do it like I want to. So I got to give up all that editing and be down here for 2 days trying to process a 4-minute video. So anyway, but yeah, food was great. Family was great. I didn't get the chance to spend any time with my family, my personal family, but spend time with the in-laws was cool. Spend time with the wife was cool. So anyway, yeah, that was my weekend. So anything abnormal pop off before we get into these games?
And I saw today. I think it was a police report that said that there was some and y'all gotta forgive me, I'm under the weather right now. But the Sandra Bland thing, I know that's like completely left field, but somebody was talking about there was a police report that came out that kind of showed evidence that there was some mishandling of information, that there was a murder that actually took place with her. Mm-hmm.
Sandra Bland.
That was the one that died in the
cell.
In the cell.
Oh, so there was some evidence that there was a cover up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Basically.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to look into that. I didn't know that. Yes, yeah, well, that happened.
Well, everyone said
that's the one that.
Yeah, that something was going on.
That's the one that they pulled over.
Yeah, they pulled her over.
Like the black woman that was going to work that they pulled over. She was a teacher or a professor or something like that.
I think if she was getting a new job, she was down in Texas. She drove from somewhere.
Yeah.
And she had a new job and something like that. And yeah, it went left.
Okay, yeah, I'm about to look that up when we get off. Okay, anything else before I throw this what you been gaming on at you?
Nah, I don't have anything.
Okay, cool. So anyway, yeah, man, welcome back. This is the Live and Level Gamers podcast, man. I'm happy to be back. Hopefully D2K jump on here. Got some exciting stuff to talk about. Been doing a whole lot of gaming. And this time we won't save the whole power, our main topic, for the last topic. We will start it off with that topic and then go to the other topics. But yeah, man, I did a lot of gaming this weekend, man, this past week. But I won't start. Well, I always start with y'all. Let me start this time. So we're going to jump into the what you been gaming on, and we're going to start with myself. I went out and I bought a few games. I bought LA Noire. I also bought or downloaded Gear Club Unlimited for the Switch. I'm still planning on getting, there's 2 more games I plan on getting, and I think I'm going to be done. I'm going to get Assassin's Creed Origin for the PlayStation 4. And I think I'm going to get the original Resident Evil. Is it not the original Resident Evil, but the one, not the second one, but the, what is it called? Resident Evil
Revelations.
There it is. I'm gonna get that. I don't think I'm gonna get the second one. I'm just gonna buy the one for $19.99 and download it on the Switch. But man, I got a lot of gaming in. First of all, I think I'm hooked to LA Noire. I think I'm literally hooked to this game. I like the game. I like the approach. I like having to figure out, are they lying? Are they looking suspicious? Are they totally guilty? Having to look through all my evidence. At first, I really wasn't getting it because the options, I think, have changed from the original. Whereas my options, it will say on the Switch, it says when he gets done, when you're interrogating the suspect, it gives you the option of good cop, bad cop, accused. And I don't think it was like that on the original. K-Bum, could you speak to that? Is that different from the original?
Been too long, brother. Couldn't tell you.
I can tell you, yeah, because I got it on PC. Yeah, it was way more in depth. Like you had to actually really study their face, and they give you like 4 options. So they made it a lot simpler, I guess.
Okay. So. Yeah, I don't know. I was watching somebody play it, and because I was thinking like, man, I must be doing this wrong because I was getting a lot of the answers. At first, I was getting them all right, solving all the cases. Then this one particular case, man, I don't know what it was. I just was not reading nothing they was doing right. And the chief went off on me. Just totally went off on me. And so I watched a tutorial on YouTube, and their options were different from what I had. It was like guilty. I think one was, I don't know what the first one was, but I noticed one of the options was guilty, and the other option was questionable or suspect or something like that. And between those three options, mine's good cop, bad cop, accused. It didn't really make any sense. I thought if I play bad cop, I'm gonna put pressure on them. If I play good cop, I'm just gonna be asking them, be kind and soft. But it really ain't like that. So now that I learned that when you say bad cop, you're literally saying, I don't believe what you're saying, but I don't have no evidence. But if you say accused, then what you're doing is you can now show evidence that what you're saying is lying, that you're lying. So I was getting it all mixed up, but now I figured it out. But man, it really is a good game. It's nice looking on the Switch. There is a lot of pop in. I will admit that there's a lot of pop in and a few drops in frames per second. It drops here and there. It ain't nothing that'll make you not want to play the game, but it definitely drops. I've been playing a lot in tabletop mode as well as dock. Also, Gear Club. I played Gear Club Unlimited. Gear Club Unlimited. And I'm gonna say I'm enjoying the game. It's not what I was expecting when I first saw it.
What? You've been hyping this game for the past.
No, listen, I know.
Now I'm gonna say 4 months.
I've been excited for it. I was excited for it, but I can't lie. I'm enjoying it. I like it. I play it. I race. But what I don't like is I never feel like that I'm in a real race, if that makes any sense. It feel like I'm racing against myself. I don't feel like there's any competition that I'm really racing. Like the other cars, the AI is not really that believable. It doesn't sell itself. It's not trying to compete with you. If it's going faster, you're just going faster. Then it ain't trying to ram you or stop you or cut you off like something like a Forza or something like that. It is not what's the simulation? Or is that the right word? Yeah. It feels like Need for Speed without police chases and without all the interaction that's going on in current modern Need for Speed games. It feels like Need for Speed though. The cars look good. The race, the controls is good. Everything feel good. It just ain't enough there to really keep your attention long. So you play for short moments, 10, 15 minutes here and there, maybe 20, 30 minutes here and there, and then you're gonna put it down because it ain't gonna keep your attention long enough. And the races are short. Some races are over in 40 seconds. So, and then some races might last 1:60. So huh?
Let me ask you this, because I'm watching some video footage of it right now. Can you even bump into the cars?
Yes. Now that's it, and a lot of reviewers are getting that confused. I don't know how they get it confused. The first race is just your time race. You're just trying to set a good time in the lap. And so you won't hit any cars. All the cars you see cars, but when you drive and you go through them, like they're invisible. They're just ghost cars. Now, once you set your race or set your place in the race, then when you actually race, you can bump cars and all that. And there's collision. There's no damage shown to your car or anything like that. But yeah, you can hit the cars. I saw a few reviews where it says you can't even hit cars, and I think they just didn't fully play the game. So it's not worth the price tag at this moment. I think I kind of felt like I went out intentionally and got the currency to buy this game. So I bought it because that's what I wanted. But as I was listening to reviews and watching it, I was kind of feeling like I shouldn't buy it, even though I bought it anyway. And I did. And I kind of wish I would have waited and just bought Revelations. But I like the game. It's not a bad game. It's just not $44 of a game. I think if this was like $29 or $25, $24.99, something like that, it would have been a perfect purchase. It would have been a perfect price. But no, I can't. I wouldn't tell you to get it, Keith. I'll wait till it drops.
Wait, so this game is $44?
It's $44.99, man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh bad.
Now, don't get me wrong. As you advance in the game, it gets more challenging. There's cool things to do, like upgrades your car and the shop that you can tweak and buy space in the shop and add different things to tweak out your car. All that's cool. The only thing is the actual racing leaves much to be desired, because when you play Need for Speed, when you playing Forza, when you playing Gran Turismo or any other Mario Kart, there's just way more action in the actual racing aspect of the game. And Gear Club, the design is great. They just didn't spend enough time putting attention to the actual races themselves. You can tell this was a mobile game brought over to consoles. You can tell this had mobile, give it to your kid in the back to shut them up while you're driving over the road to wherever you're going. That's what it's designed for. That's what it feels like. And it feels like it just bumped up the graphics and gave you the controller of a console. But they didn't really do anything to really make the experience feel like home console racing experiences. It's lacking. So if you like racing and just for your own pleasure of seeing how fast you can go around corners and how perfect you can do the particular course, it might be up your alley. If you want Need for Speed, Forza, Gran Turismo type racing, don't buy this game. It ain't gonna give you that. That's what I would say. But LA Noire is worth the purchase. I would tell anybody to go buy that game. Make sure you don't play with your kids around, because there is a lot of some serious subject matter has been dealt with in that game. I wasn't expecting it to be like that. Like serial killers, rapists, and all that it deals with a lot of sensitive subject matter. So, but beyond that, it's a great game. I'm enjoying it. And look, I was just playing it before I came down here. I almost brought it down here with me because I'm trying to catch this serial rapist or this dude is beating all these women. And I think I keep catching dudes, but it still ain't the serial killer. There's a lot of copycats I'm catching, not the actual guilty person. So he killed another woman, and I had just put one in jail who murdered this girl and tried to frame him for it or try to put it on the serial killer. So I got to find out who this dude is. And that's what makes me like the game, because it's like, dude, even my wife sitting down watching it with me. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, what else did I play? Grand Theft Auto 5 on the S.
Really?
When I was, yeah. And I'm going to tell you something, man. I was impressed. Man, this is a good game. Like it's vulgar, but the graphics is on point. The car mechanics it's like when you drive in a car, it's like you playing Need for Speed. It literally feels like they took Need for Speed and Grand Theft Auto and put those two games together. The car controls are on point. And dude, I went out to find it. That's how K-Bump. I went out to the store to price how much it costs, and it just cost too much for me to justify buying it. Like if it was in the classics or what you call those when the game unsold enough to where they could sell it for $19.99, I would have bought it. I almost bought Witcher 3 too, and I still might buy Witcher 3 because it's only $19.99. So yeah, man. I like Grand Theft Auto 5, bro.
So after
I really do.
Years, you've never played that game?
I played 4.
Oh.
I played 4. I had 4 on the PlayStation 3, and I didn't like it. It was boring. This game ain't boring. All the Grand Theft Autos played has been boring to me. So But this one wasn't born to me. It was I really enjoyed it. So what else did I play? I actually didn't play no first party Nintendo games. That's what's killing me. I didn't play everything I played was third party related. Even on the Switch. That was crazy. I was playing on the Switch over the weekend with third party related. And I was like, I brought Splatoon. I played it for a second. But I played NBA 2K18 on the Switch. I played LA Noir on the Switch, Gear Club on the Switch. That was it. And then I played Grand Theft Auto 5 on the Xbox One S. So that was my gaming for the weekend, man. I guess I'll throw it at Keith and then we go with K-Bun because I know what K-Bun gonna do, so I'm saving for last. Go ahead, Keith.
I guess he's saving the best for last, guys. I'm sorry. So I really didn't game as much as I thought I was on the game. Like last week, I really didn't even touch anything, not even my PC. But I did end up playing a little bit of Mario Odyssey. I went back to the Cap Kingdom because like once you beat the game, it opens up. So I went back there, played around with that a little bit. And then I decided that, you know what, I'm going to up my gamer score on my Xbox Live account. Now, I don't have an Xbox, but I'm talking about on my PC. And I was looking at all the games that I have on the Windows Store, and I ended up buying a game on the Windows Store, and I bought Recore. I bought Recore, people. What is wrong with me?
He bought Record.
Yeah.
Can we record?
How much you spend on it? How much did it cost you?
I think it was like $15. I think it was like $15.
Oh, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. That's cool.
It's still Record. But I was like, let me buy something. Let me buy something that I can just play and try to get my, up my gamer score. And I think that's all I play. It's pretty cool. It's an interesting game. Is it all I played? Yeah, I didn't really play much this week. Oh, and since you were talking about LA Noir, I went ahead and re-downloaded it so I can play it. I'm not going to buy it again on the Switch, though.
No double dipper?
I understand that.
I don't think I can do it. I'm trying to think. Yeah.
See, man, I almost bought it on the PlayStation 3 back in the day. I just when it was going out and PlayStation 4 was coming. So I missed it. I just missed it. I thought I wasn't going to have no reason to go back and try it because I wasn't going back to PlayStation 3 once I got the 4. So I just I just missed that experience. So when it came out now, I was like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it because I always wanted to play it, and it's living up to all my expectations, man. I mean, I know a lot of people say it's boring. It ain't boring to me. I'm enjoying it. So go ahead. If you ain't done, Keith, go ahead and finish what you were saying.
Yeah, I think that's all I played.
Okay. All right. K-Bun, what you been gaming on, bro?
For sure.
What you been gaming on, man? What you been gaming? Oh, man.
All right. So for those who kind of follow Levelhead, you may have saw that he released a video this past week because he came through to the crib, check your boy out, came out and see what I was working with, what I was doing, hang out a little bit. We sit around, talk a little bit, play a little games. During that session, I actually got a chance to play Zelda for the first time. The first time I played it in dock mode. I never played Zelda in dock mode until Levelhead came by. Which I wish I did.
We got to talk about the disrespect that you were showing for the Switch. But go ahead, man.
Whatever. I wish I didn't have played it in dock mode because those textures were trash.
Oh gosh.
You don't see it. Was that key?
No, I'm listening. Go ahead.
You don't see the textures when you play in the handheld mode. You don't see it. It doesn't bother you at all. But when I played it in tabletop, I mean in not tabletop, but when I had it docked, I was like, I can't play this in dock. I can't do that. We was in some area and it was rocky, and the texture was so flat on the rocks, and I was like, nah, that kind of stuff would make me not want to play the game if I did it. if I played it in dock mode. So I'm still gonna play Zelda. I just will not play it in dock mode. I just can't do it. But other than that, that's what I played on this week. So Level came by. Actually got a chance to see me play. I played a game of. You got a chance to see me play
Call of
Squad
Duty.
in Madden. You got a chance to see me play Squads in Madden, which is I've been saying before. It's kind of three on three. So it's 3 humans, with me and 2 other people on my team, and then 3 other people I'm playing against, and we're all using each other offense and defense and stuff like that on Madden. It's pretty legit, man. For those who really haven't played that mode, I really like it. You got a chance to see me smash some people in that game. You also got a chance to see me play Call of Duty. The only reason I have Call of Duty,
Call of Doo-Doo.
Call of Doo-Doo. The only reason why I have
Call
that
of
game,
Doo-Doo, man.
it's because I have friends that have the game, and they keep asking me to play.
Trash, man. That was a trash game. I'm sorry. That game looked like beautiful trash. I was like, man, I'm getting sick watching this, man.
If you play one Call of Duty, you play the ball. People were telling me how this Call of Duty was different, but I've heard that from the past Call of Duty. Everyone keep telling me, "Oh no, this was fun. This was fun." Nah, it's Call of Duty. If you like Call of Duty, you'll like it. So the difference is, if you didn't like all the jumping around, like you was on some drugs on the last Call of Duties. If you didn't like that, then but you still like Call of Duty, then I can see you liking this one. But if you don't like Call of Duty, this isn't going to make you love Call of Duty. That's how I feel. So that was cool. For those who also follow, you also would have found out that I did also get a PlayStation Pro. They had it on sale, $50. So I got that. And so every game that Level had a chance to see me play was all on the Pro. And it is a noticeable difference. It's slight because I don't have a 4K TV right now. but graphic wise, there is a slight difference between the PS4 and the Pro. But as far as how the game plays, it's a huge difference because most of that is done during the frame rate, and the frame rate on Madden looks so silky smooth. And the biggest thing you see is actually the performance. There were places in my PS4 that I would play Madden and it would lag. It would you would press a button and it would take a long time for it to actually react. All of that is gone in the Pro. There's absolutely no lag in the same areas on the PS4 where I actually had the PS4 OG where I actually had the lag. You do not have that in the Pro. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's really cool. Really happy about that. So as I was trying to back up my old PlayStation so I can use my Pro, so I was trying to back up my old stuff, my old hard drives. I got a 1.5 hybrid SSHD inside of my old PS4, 1.5, 8 gigabytes of memory. I'm trying to move over to the new one. I was in the midst of backing that up when someone got a little friendly with my power cord and almost broke my entire PlayStation. I will not name the name of that person, Levelhead, and almost jacked up and my whole PlayStation. And my PlayStation has been in recycle mode for the past 3 days. So luckily, I've been able to get past that point, but my hard drive is still not successfully backing up. So Level may have to send me some money up this way to give me a new hard drive. This is up here jacking up people's stuff.
Man.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Explain.
I'll let you finish. I'll get there. So word to the wise.
Okay.
If you guys invite Levelhead over to your house, make sure all your power cords are plugged in tightly and secured. If not, he will make sure for you and break all your stuff. So just make sure when he comes by to your house, all your stuff is nicely and plugged in. So that's
now. Can I jump in here? Can I jump in here and defend myself? Because I feel like K-Bomb. I thought he was Keith. I thought he was gonna do me right. I thought he was gonna say what happened, but explain my end. And no, he ain't giving me nothing. So anyway, I'm watching this dude. First of all, if you K-Bum's a man cave, and it's a real gamer's haven.
It's wires and wires everywhere.
It's games, wires,
PlayStation.
It's games everywhere. PlayStation, PlayStation right here. PlayStation Pro right here. The Switch off in the corner.
It was not in the corner. Don't do that, player. Don't do that. It was not in the corner.
My
bad. So you gonna try to do me wrong?
I did. I sure did. I'm trying to get you back. But no, so I'm sitting there, man. You know, I'm used to the environment. I've been here several times. His multi-tap was like barely in the electrical socket. It's hanging on by a thread, looked like to me. And I'm like, man, if my foot kick this thing, it's gonna fall out. So I'm thinking, let me he don't notice it. I'm thinking he ain't noticed that this thing is about to fall out. So I just reached down there and pushed it in, thinking it's connected. It's not going to disconnect because it's already connected. I'm just pushing it in to get it from keep it from falling out, and it just turned everything off. And I'm like, you know what, you doggone.
In the middle of a hard drive backup. If you look at your PlayStation when it's backing up on a hard drive, it's 3 words in big letters that says, don't turn off.
Wow. Right. I wonder if
man, my heart fell to my toes, bro. I was like, why me?
You bet you was thinking, like, hey, I gotta buy a PlayStation 4 Pro.
I didn't know what else. I was like, man, I'm gonna have to go out here and get this dude another PlayStation 4 Pro, another hard drive, and it popped back on. So when I left, everything was on the up and up. At least I thought, but I guess everything was not. Anyway, I told him I apologize, man. If I gotta buy him a new hard drive, I will, man. I'll buy you a new hard drive.
I wonder if people who own Xboxes have to do that.
I don't know. You know, I know K-Bum, next time, man, don't be having me thinking your stuff about to fall out the socket.
How about we use our words? How about we use our words and say, hey, K-Bum, what's up with this plug? Not I'll fix it. Over there like Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Nah, man. So let's get to this disrespect, though, Keith. K-Bum showing me off the PlayStation 4 Pro. Is looking. He said he don't like the design of it. Look like a Big Mac. But anyway, we won't talk about
Big Mac. That thing is terrible.
It don't look bad to me, but he said it looked like a Big Mac, not me. But no, man. So he got it now. I'm jealous because he got the neon colored Switch, and every time I see it, I'm like, man, why did I not get that one? So I brought the Pro controller over there. I had my Switch in the car, and I brought the Pro controller in. I brought, matter of fact, I just brought my whole bag in, and I was about to show him. What was I supposed to show you, man? I was supposed to show you something.
You were showing me LA Noir. That's what you were showing me at first.
Yeah, I was about to show you LA Noir, but of course, the Pro was all he wanted me to see. So, Keith, the
disrespect. My house. What you?
I know. But Keith, here's the disrespect, man. He gonna take the dock and he gonna put it on top of the PlayStation 4 Pro and just toss it up there like, man, here, put that. Let me put this card in. Just treat it all hard and rough. But when he touch the PlayStation 4 Pro and the PlayStation 4 and the regular PlayStation 4, he all delicate and soft and taking his time, putting the HDMI card in and the power card in. But with the Switch, he just jamming it in there and all rough and twisting cards. I'm like, man, you gonna tear the thing? Man, get this crap out of the way and let's play a real system. I was like, man, I'm going home, man.
Boy, this boy is so extra.
No, he didn't do it. But he was being kind of rough with the Switch. He was being rough with the Switch. I was like, this dude, man, so hard with this Switch HDMI cable, man. You're gonna mess all the wires up in that thing.
This dude.
But no, it was pretty cool, man. But
this dude said, I want to play a real system. What you man, he was mad at me.
No, I'm joking. No, he wasn't. He didn't do all what I'm saying. But it was funny how you got the 4, then you got the Pro right here. They all just sitting up there looking like the Twin Towers before they got knocked down, and then he take the Switch out. He take the Switch dock out, and it ain't seen the light of day. Tell
the truth, the Switch dock was actually in my book bag because I had took it over to my parents' house to play it, and so I had to go get my book bag to get the dock out because it did see the light of day. Let's get all of it right now.
All right, okay, yeah, you did take it out your book bag. I give it to you. So anyway, but yeah, it was a cool experience, man. He blew himself up with one of his own bombs on Call of Duty. That's on the actual video.
Yeah, it's on the video. That was messed up.
I think right after that, that's when I pulled the. I think I knocked everything off. But yeah, man, that was our weekend. Anything else you played, K-Bomb, since then?
I have Battlefront 2, the real Empire game. I guess the evil empire of video games. I have, but I haven't.
We're gonna talk about that. So yeah,
I have because I
So how you like the?
I don't like what?
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I haven't played a bunch of games because I wouldn't try and play a bunch of games on this hard drive because you have to install them. So I didn't know if I was going to get the old hard drive and put that on there because I want to put a bunch of games, have to install them, and then have to install them again. And so that's why I haven't played my new games on here yet because of that. That's why I didn't have even Horizon on here because it didn't get backed up.
Yeah, that's right. And that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see Horizon, but he didn't want to install it on the Pro, so I didn't get a chance to see that.
41
gigabytes down. So are you satisfied with your Pro, or do you feel like it was worth the purchase?
It absolutely worth it to me. Once I sell this old PlayStation OG, it'll come up to probably. I'm selling it at a discount to my buddy, so it'll probably make the Pro about $250 out of pocket. 250. Is that right? That's not right. 200. About 200 out of pocket.
Yeah, about 200 because you got the 50 discount.
Yeah, $50 discount. I'm selling for about 125, 150, and so that make it about $200 out of pocket. And, for what I'm getting, especially not getting 4K yet, and how good it's looking, and the performance, which is the biggest thing for me, is the performance, is not having that lag, especially when I'm playing NBA 2K, not having lag. That's huge. That means a lot. And so for me, it was definitely a worthy upgrade. And like I said, I'm a graphics whore anyway, so the additional graphics and the updated and the frame rate just makes it ice cream.
Okay, all right. So basically, that's what we've been gaming on. So let's get into these topics. I see the truth over here. Talking about we still in introduction? No, we just doing what we've been gaming on. We've been doing a lot of gaming this weekend. So anyway, sticking with this particular conversation, I think it bridges us over to our main topic, and I don't want to wait on this. I want to talk about this first and then get to the other stuff. So I got a chance to see the PlayStation 4 Pro in action for the first time, and also been seeing stuff with the X, and been looking at how things have been going in gaming at the moment with Black Friday sales and Cyber Monday sales, and seeing how things are going. And I had an interesting experience over this holiday weekend at my in-laws, visiting my in-laws. That Friday, we were celebrating my wife's birthday, and a lot of youth was there. And they brought down the Xbox One S, and they put it on, I think it's a 45, 50-inch screen. And they was playing, NBA 2K17. They was playing Grand Theft Auto 5. What else did they have on there? Call of Duty, all these different games, man. So as they was playing that and people waiting for their turn to play, I pulled out my Switch and set it up on tabletop mode and began to play NBA 2K18 on my Switch while they was playing NBA 2K17 on the Xbox One S. And as people was watching, they noticed that I was playing it. So a lot of the teens and the younger kids started coming around, they saw the Switch, because this was their first time seeing the Switch in action, they were literally blown away by the comparison to what they thought they were seeing on the Xbox One S. They couldn't believe that the Switch didn't look any worse than what they was experiencing over there. And they were coming over and wanting to play and asking me for the controller and trying and like literally wanting to get in and was forgetting about the S. And I was looking at that and asked me how much it costs. And man, that's pretty dope. And they put in, I had in LA Noire, and then they put in Grand Theft Auto, and they was like, "You playing LA Noire on the Switch?" I was like, "Yeah, man." They came over again, like, "You can play all this stuff on the Switch?" I was like, "Yeah, bro. You got the Switch?" I was like, "Yeah." So they was all hovering around me, all on my leg, all on my shoulder, and I'm trying to play. They asking me all type of questions. So I was thinking about it, man. I got to thinking about it. Is the Switch, and this question came to me, power or convenience? Which will end up being more important to gamers? I'm looking at a lot of testimonies about the Switch. A lot of people who were Xbox heads, who were PlayStation heads, who were PC heads, are really starting to see the benefit of what the Switch offers you as a device. And that ability to take the Switch with you is causing people to question, am I going to buy the ultra experience of like what K-Bum had with the PlayStation 4 Pro and all the bells and whistles, or am I going to buy the convenient version of the Switch? Well, I might not get all the bells and whistles, but what I get is comparable, but I got this luxury of taking it on the go. Which is going to win out in the end, and if the Switch is a future-proof device? That's the main topic, and I want to discuss that. I'm gonna throw it to Keith first. Which one of these positions do you think is going to eventually win out? Will it be power, what we already, what we know? Is it going to be power, or is it going to be convenience?
Easiest answer, convenience. This is America. United States, but we want everything accessible at all times, everywhere. And if I can play my games, and if the Switch actually gets those games that the other people actually care about, and they can play them at all times, anywhere, kind of like how you were showing them that you can play games at the barbershop. You get bored sitting at the barbershop waiting, and I can go ahead and play NBA 2K18 at the barbershop while I'm waiting. Like, convenience is going to win out. And it's going to get to a point where the power is going to be like a diminishing returns to, the further and further we go. Because I say maybe not the Switch 1 doesn't catch on, but the Switch 2 will catch on, and it's going to have those graphics, I would assume. You know what I mean? So I think convenience overall is going to win out. I can't talk too long though. So
okay. Go ahead, K-Bum. With your experience in both the Switch and the Pro, you have both luxuries of experiencing both at the same time. Which one do you feel like will become, will win out over the other? Will it be power or will it be convenience?
Well, I'm going to take it from a different angle because I don't think it's exactly as black and white as it's being drawn. Just remembering way back in the day, you guys remember that PS9 commercial?
Yeah, I do.
Where like the guy was the game or something like that. It was this weird PS9 commercial where it was convenient or portable, but it had all this power behind it. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, and also if you guys actually paid attention to VR, where VR is going. VR is going to wireless, pretty much. Convenient.
Oh, okay.
But it's the power that allows that convenience to happen. And so what I'm actually going to suggest that it's a combination of both. It's going to be the power which is going to allow the convenience to be the thing that takes over. It's going to be.
I got you.
It's not going to be, we're going to, make it less or worse so that we can have it more convenient. No, we're going to make things more powerful so we can be more convenient. I'm thinking that that's going to be the direction that video games are going to take, because people still love, you know, and I agree with Keith for a point where there is a diminishing return, but people still like things to be shinier. I mean, just look at the way phones work. It's the brighter phone, the brighter screen, the better resolution, the better contrast rate. You look at TVs; we're constantly going up. Yes, you have TVs that's doing being more convenient with, you know, the way you can access it through Wi-Fi, through Bluetooth, you know. But the ones that get sold the most, even though the Roku TVs are now coming up, it's still them powerful TVs, the 4K, the next step in power. But what I'm saying, that I think there's going to be a marriage of power that's going to give rise to better convenience.
I see what you're saying, and excuse me,
I agree.
I agree with what you're saying, because of course you couldn't have a Switch if our technology hasn't improved. You know, we couldn't do Switch when the Wii U era, and if we did do Switch, we're looking at least $1,500 just to do this thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think what Level was trying to get at was like I'm looking at my PC here. It's a dedicated big PC here with this big graphics card in it, these huge heat sinks and all this other stuff. I think that's what more so what he was talking about, not so the power to do these things, but more so the dedicated big power draw from your wall to play these big 4K graphics and all this other stuff. But I respect the angle you took on it, though.
Yeah, I think we all talking, because I actually both perspectives is what I'm talking about, and K-Bum kind of jumped ahead of where I was going to lead this too. So he in the right frame where I'm going with this. And okay. Keith, you where I'm at right now with the conversation, because I was really sitting back and I was thinking about it, man. I was looking at the Switch and I noticed that in my purchase decisions, I didn't think the convenience of unlimited access was really important to me. I'm be honest. I was the one who said, and you can go back and listen to past podcasts, past videos, me and D2K, me, you, Keith, we were all saying, I don't really know if I want it. Well, maybe not you so much. I know me and D2K was. We was like, the portable aspect of it wasn't attractive to us. Only one I remember really talking about the portability of it was John Shaw. That's what he loved about it. He wanted the portability aspect. That alone was the selling point for him. Me, I was concerned that it wasn't going to be powerful enough to make me care about the convenience. But now that I have it, and it goes to what K-Bum was saying, but it's also saying what you're saying too, Keith, is the modern technology that is in the Switch, the architecture that is in the Switch, allows that experience to kind of challenge, okay, which version am I going to buy? Do I want the grand ultra experience that I will get in the Pro, but I can only get that at home? Or will I buy the convenience experience with the Switch, and it ain't going to be bad? I'm going to still get a great experience. It's just not going to be as shiny, as bright, as crisp, as polished in visuals. I'm going to lose all that, but I'm still going to get a a version that is comparable to the PlayStation 4 Pro, but not as beautiful, not as shiny. Am I willing to make that sacrifice because of the unlimited access I will have anywhere I'm at? I can play this game. And I believe that's winning out over power. And I keep hearing this. I can name several different people I've heard say, man, if it comes, I heard a dude, I was listening to a dude, he said, man, the only reason I got my Xbox One S right now is because of Madden. He said, if the Switch had Madden, I would have traded in my Xbox One S. That's how much the convenience of on-the-go gaming has won him over. And I'm looking at myself. I play in tabletop mode now sometimes more than Doc. I would go in the kitchen with the tabletop mode while my wife is cooking and just get a TV to my kids, take my Pro Controller into in the kitchen, put it in dock mode, almost like I used to do with the Wii U when I used to do my videos, and play like that and enjoy it no less. And I'm like, man, this is something that I did not think I would really enjoy like this. And now I want that with the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox now. I want to be able to do that with if I'm playing Uncharted or the new Gears of War, God of War, anything that's coming to the Xbox One. I would love to have the convenience of taking that thing with me on the go. And I made this statement. I want to see what y'all think about it. I know Keith might have heard it in the video. I said that the Switch seems like the blueprint and the first step to the blueprint of the future of gaming. Like it's the first step in the future approach to console gaming. And the PlayStation 4 Pro seems like the most ultra experience of a dated approach. And I don't know if that's because, you got the big bulky box still, it's isolated under your TV, it's giving you all the grand experience, but unlike the Switch, is limited to that experience. Like I listen to K-Bum, he's like, man, I have the Switch in my lap, my PlayStation 4 at the time. I'm playing Zelda on my Switch, and it's just convenient. I don't even have to dock it. And that's the thing. Instead of taking your PlayStation 4 over your family house, you took your Switch. Instead of me loading up the Xbox One like I used to on my Wii or my PlayStation 4 like I used to, I just took the Switch. And it was like, and I played more than I ever would have had I had to take that PlayStation 4 or that Xbox One, because I never took my Wii U because of I never took it. I always took the 4 or the 1 because of I didn't want nobody touching my gamepad. I'm just being honest with you. So I'm stingy like that when it comes to that device. So I would always take my 4 or the 3, and we would take it up there and play games on that. But with the Switch, I was playing all day long, tabletop mode, handheld, and didn't skip a beat. And I'm like, I think this is going to really challenge Sony, Microsoft with PlayStation 5 and whatever new Xbox. They're going to really have to consider, should we look into what Nintendo did? Because you would have to go full-fledged with it. You can't do both. You can't have the Pro and then something off to the side that do with Nintendo. They had to be just like Nintendo and make it their primary device. Will they entertain that? Whoever want to go.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go because I want to jump into this. I want to bring this up because it kind of furthers my statement about the power to be what's the word before convenient. So I've already had the ability to be PlayStation 4 has already had the ability to be convenient. Already had it. And that's remote play through your PC. Already had it. You could do this way before. And I used to probably shouldn't be saying. Well, people don't know where I work at. In my job, sometimes you take my laptop with me, and I would be able to do stuff on Madden from my job on my PS4 through remote play. But the problem was, again, the power or the ability to successfully do that convenient gaming. It's done all over Wi-Fi, and there's lag, so it's not. You can play. It's
not convenient. That's the point.
But it's not as convenient. I can still play it in other places. I can play it. I'm not trapped to my home to play it. Now, if at work, it was different. If I played at somebody else's Wi-Fi that had a fast connection, it was a better experience, but it still wasn't the same as playing at home. And I know that that's not what the Switch gives you. The Switch gives you the same exact feel at home. But what I'm trying to say is that the Pro supposedly is supposed to be a much better experience while playing on the go and playing through Wi-Fi. You actually can do 1080p through the Pro while doing remote play. I haven't tried it yet, but that's supposed to be the thing, and it's supposed to be a much better experience while playing the Wi-Fi. But still, even with that, I personally still would prefer being in front of a TV, being in home. I play the Switch almost exclusively in handheld mode, but that doesn't make it my preferred way to play games. And I guess
right, I get that.
And I will, and I know myself, I lean more towards the home console, big beefy machines because of the way I like gaming and graphics. But it doesn't, the idea of convenience doesn't escape me, and that's why the Switch is primarily, mostly 90% handheld to me. And also because it actually looks better in handheld as it does on the screen. So I don't know if they're going to answer that. If Sony, I think they're going to look into it, but I don't know, especially when the Switch doing so well. But I don't know if, and I don't even think, even if they do the convenience, if they're going to try to accomplish it the same way that Nintendo did. I see Sony doing it totally different.
You're going where I want to go. That's you're going exactly down the path I'm trying to get to.
I
go
think
ahead, go
totally
ahead.
Different and going to try to give you the same experience on multiple devices. That's what I can see Sony doing. That you can get the same console type experience on a laptop, on a phone, or something like that, and not tie you to an actual device, because Sony owns all these kind of devices. And why not tie your other brands into this console experience? And that's why I see them going more into the cloud type gaming instead of actually having a system, and that will probably be their version of being convenient. That's what I'm thinking, but I digress.
Go ahead, Keith, and I want to respond to that, but I go after Keith though.
He digresses. Okay.
That was good.
I agree and I disagree with your original point that they have to go in on either or. I think they have to go in on both. Like Kayla was kind of basically saying that if Sony or Microsoft, whoever wants to go and try to make a hybrid device, you have to cater to both audience. You have to cater to that convenience, and you also got to cater to that guy who just wants to sit in front of his couch. Sit on his couch in front of his TV, whatever he's drinking on, you know what I'm saying, and play his games. So they're gonna have to go in hard on both. And that supplementing computing device that Nintendo was allegedly supposed to be doing, they will probably have to do it something like that. But I just don't see Microsoft.
That's what I meant. That's what I was meaning when I explained what I meant by I had to go in either or. But you go ahead and finish it.
But I just don't see Sony and Microsoft doing it. I think it would be wiser for them to see what market they have. You know what I'm saying? Like it wouldn't be wise for Sony to say, "Hey, let's stop making home consoles the way we make them and do something completely different because Nintendo's doing something great." I think if I was Sony, I would just stay the course for what I'm doing, and I would let the market let me know if I'm doing something wrong, and then I make the switch up. I don't really think they have to make a move. Microsoft, you know, they pretty much playing for the same audience in a way. So I would just kind of not focus on what Nintendo's doing. I'll keep a close eye, of course, but I would kind of just keep focused on the people that I'm already successful with. But yeah, my mind is everywhere right now. So.
I would say this on as far as the focus on either or. What I meant by that is, in order for them to do what Nintendo is doing, they can't have a hybrid system trying to compete with the Switch and still have the PlayStation 4 Pro over here and trying to focus on both. I would think, because I think Nintendo is about to phase out the 3DS and the Switch is going to be their primary, everything goes to the Switch. So they focus and attention is all on the Switch. And I'm thinking if Sony or Microsoft goes this way, they would have to take on the same mindset that this is a device that we're focusing on. So yes, they had to make sure that it addresses the power and the graphical desires of their fan base, while also giving them the convenience of on-the-go gameplay. And the reason I say that is I don't look at the on-the-go aspect as gimmick. It might have started out as a gimmick to get, well, you know, you classify it as a gimmick, and now it has proven itself as a feature, a desired feature, almost like online gaming. I remember when Xbox was doing the online gaming and, you know, had to hook up a whole bunch of different Xboxes to experience it. And then, but they made that a part of gaming that everyone wanted online gaming. You could not look past it anymore. I want it on the PlayStation 4, on the PlayStation 3. They got to have online gaming because Microsoft have made that a staple in gaming. All gamers want it. Nintendo even had to incorporate online gaming because all gamers wanted it. That's what I believe the convenience of on-the-go gameplay, the way that Nintendo Switch is doing it, I think gamers are going to want that. Look, man, I want to be able to take this on the go with me if I go to work, if I'm at home, if I'm in the bathroom, if I'm on the plane, if I'm on the bus or the train, if I'm in the backseat of the car, if I'm just sitting outside chilling at the park. I want that convenience. Just like I want online play. You see what I'm saying? I want that feature. It's no longer gimmick now. The Switch on-the-go element, to me, is becoming a must-have in gaming. And I believe that the future gamers are going to want that with all their devices. I don't think they're going to be able to ignore it. Whereas it might have been this unique Nintendo thing, but the success of the Switch now is going beyond that. And that's what I was trying to say the last time. It is broken out of the realm of some unique Nintendo thing to, man, this might be how we should be doing things, period. This should be a part of our experience. Because I literally now, I would play the PlayStation 4 more if I could take it with me. If I can get in the car, I might choose to leave the Switch in the dock and take my PlayStation 4 and whatever game I'm playing on that on the go, rather than taking my Switch all the time. I'll be playing God of War with me in the car. And I want that luxury now. It's like online gaming. I don't not want online. I want it now. It's a must. You gotta have it. Like if you don't, that's why we're so upset with the Switch. They ain't getting online right. Why? Because it's a staple in gaming now. It's not a feature that we hope to have. No, it's a feature that you better have. See what I'm saying? And I think the on-the-go convenience is going to be it better have that. I think that's going to possibly happen. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that helps. That helps. That makes sense to me. You know, it makes it a little bit clearer what you referring to. And you know, I like the way you kind of explain that it becomes a, you know, gamers kind of declaring this is kind of to the gamer companies, this is kind of what we want. And like you said, that's what online gaming did, and that could be what people can push for, because that is what gets companies to move, is collective voice from the community. That's what got well, and with affecting dollar bills, that's what actually got EA to really make moves about Battlefront, is because a collective voice and their dollar bills were being affected, you know. And so
right, we're going to go there next.
Yeah, I like the point of view, and I like the way you said. And typically I wouldn't agree, but actually I do kind of agree with what you referring to, that it actually make it a staple of other companies may follow suit because people say, I want a game this way. So I like that.
I mean, just think about it, K-Bomb. When we came out of the PlayStation 2, Xbox OG era, a lot of people gravitated to 360 because of that online aspect. It was like, man, I remember in college, you know this, we was all there together. Remember we'd be in the dorms and everybody be in their own room playing Halo? And it was just after we come from choir practice or whatever we was doing at the BSU, we would all go to each, you know, be Zeke down here, you and all of us be in different rooms, all playing Halo. Some of us suck, like myself. Others was great. but we'll all be in different dorm rooms playing Halo.
Right.
And it became such a thing that Sony could not ignore it with the PlayStation 3. They had to incorporate it into their approach to gaming. And I believe, like, motion controls, had Nintendo done it right, they could have, but the motion controls, it became a Nintendo thing. And so Sony and Microsoft did not have to take it as serious, even though they tried their own iteration of it. It didn't stick. I think on-the-go gaming is going to stick. And as we continue to go forward, it's going to be something that, man, Sony, you got to give me this feature. I know that y'all, I want to get up and go to the bathroom, and I don't want to pause the game. I want to take the game with me while I drop my load off at the bank. You know what I'm saying? I need to make this deposit while I'm getting it in on this game. I need to be able to get it in while my wife dragging me throughout the mall. I can sit down.
You just made that whole experience going to the bathroom sound so terrible.
I said, drop this. I said, but yeah, I think that's what's going to happen, man. I really do. Go ahead. Whoever's going to say something, go ahead.
I was done with it.
No.
Okay.
No, I second what you said. I agree with the point. So I'm leaving it at that. I do kind of agree with what you're coming from. I would have disagreed before you've illustrated the way you illustrated. I would have disagreed with you. But since the way you did, and I'm jumping back and thinking about it, I do agree with that.
Okay, so let's move on then. So you brought up EA. So we didn't get a chance to talk about this, but this has been the talk of gaming for the most part. EA got caught with their hand in the cookie jar. Greed is basically what they're guilty of. So these Loot Crate boxes in Battlefront is being investigated and is being considered gambling. Now EA is pretty much in trouble, getting a lot of heat from the gaming community. Battlefront sales are dipping. They're not hitting the targeted sales that they thought. Disney is kind of unhappy, and there could be possible ramifications, even with them having control of that IP of Star Wars. So what do you say to this? Like, gamers spoke up and forced them to kind of backtrack and take the loot crates or loot boxes out of the game at the current time. Starting with you, Keith. First of all, is this a win for gamers? And does this show our what we can do if we bind together? And how bad is this going to turn out for EA? Both of those questions.
Well, yeah, I do think it's a win for gamers. If it actually was the gamers that actually stood up and, and said something about it. But yeah, it's definitely a win for us. And it shows that we can actually stand and band together when there's something in the industry that we all don't like. Hey, what was your second question?
Is this will this end up being bad for EA? How bad is this going to be for EA?
Okay. And I also heard you mention something about, are they going to handle Star Wars? I don't really think what game it was going to be. EA was going to do what EA is going to do. EA is going to get your money. About the loot boxes and stuff like that. Like, I sit back and I think about it. I'm like, why is that even there? Like, what? I guess that's that power and convenience thing again, huh? What's the convenience of, I don't know. But I don't understand why it's even there to begin with. And yes, it's gonna make EA look even worse because they already were looking bad. It's gonna make them look worse than what they were looking like.
And Disney don't want any negativity coming back to them, and that IP being kind of sullied under EA's brand. This could be a problem, bro, because lawsuits are up right now, possibly with them, and certain countries even outright saying it's gambling and it's illegal. So this, it is. I don't know how bad this can go.
It is gambling. Yeah. And
so, do you consider it gambling?
Yeah. And what kills me is that you got these people out here who try to pretend and try to throw, because our favorite podcast that we like to listen to, one of the guys was like, "Oh, it's not gambling, bro. It's gambling." Not you can't sugarcoat it. It's gambling. You're throwing real money at something, hoping to get something back. Or you don't know what you're gonna get. That's gambling. That's that's when you go to the casino or wherever you do. You put money in something, hoping to get something back, but you don't know what you're gonna get. That's gambling, and it's real
And it's
bad.
predatory. It's predatory practices. You are preying up on the weaknesses and the lack of information that the consumer has on your product. You was putting this stuff in there secretly, hiding it, like it's something that happened with Activision and Destiny. Is it Activision with Destiny or that
No,
Bungie? Who was that?
It's Activision, a publisher. I
Is
believe.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got caught doing something in that game and was basically lying to their those who purchased that game, and it was basically almost like a pay to win scheme going on in there that they was hiding in the game. So this is literally hit the fan, and it's causing, when you got outside sources starting to investigate what's going on, this thing could get worse than what we currently see if they feel like EAs and these big third party and even first party companies have been preying up on kids, because there's a lot of, they targeting youth, young folks getting their mom's credit cards or dad's credit cards and charging stuff without their dad and mom knowing. Like, there's a lot that this can happen from this. But go ahead, Keith. I ain't want to interrupt what you said.
Yeah, I just got a few more things. I appreciate you coming in and helping me out, because I'm so over here sweating, struggling, trying to get my thoughts together. This weather change is crazy. But yeah, man. Okay, basically, we don't need this in gaming. Like EA, if they continue down this path, they're gonna find themselves with closed doors soon. So I think they need to get it together and figure out a happy medium. Because of course they want to make extra money. Sure, that's fine. I have no problem with that. But don't do it underhandedly like this, because you're gonna have people accepting this, and it's gonna become a norm. And when it's a norm, then we're all hurt from it. So that's all I have to say.
Right. Go ahead, K-Bond. What's your thoughts on it, man? Is this gambling? Is EA going to get hit hard, or is this going to get swept? Or what do you think will happen from all this?
All right, let me start to break it down. Yes, it is gambling. We can knock that off the thing. It is absolutely gambling, and it's been that way for loot boxes for a while. Next part will, I guess, the effect of on EA. Well, the thing is, we gamers have bad memory. We have short memory when it comes to the offenses of companies, and we choose to forget very quickly, especially for something that we like.
Well, we forget.
Yeah, we forget. Yeah, and the thing is, just like if they come out with another Mass Effect and it looks really good, everyone's going to go buy it. I'll be the first in line if the new Mass Effect looks good. I love the series. I ain't lying to you. If the new Mass Effect looks good, I'm getting it. And I'm going to forget about all the travesty that they did in the third one. So the effect that will come from the backlash from EA probably will not be from gamers. It would be from the actual company, Disney, who would affect EA.
Right.
But EA sins will be forgiven once they introduce a good game that under their brand. And people are gonna forget, oh, that was made by EA. Oh, I didn't know that. You knew that. You just wanted to play the game. So that's what I think is going to kind of happen with that with EA. But my question is, why is EA being led out to slaughter? Because there's loot boxes in Call of Duty. Call of Duty for the past couple years has loot boxes for the past 3 years.
I think it's a little different though, K-Ball. With Battlefront.
I'll be right back.
Okay. With Battlefront, from my limited knowledge, you weren't able to upgrade. It takes you too long to upgrade. So you basically have to buy the things. With Call of Duty, I think it was based on skill. You can still buy the stuff, but you can still level up like a normal player.
Yeah, you can level up like normal player, but I know in the previous ones, I don't think it's as much in this one. There were legendary guns that performed better that was only found in loot boxes. Or you had to use the loot box to get it. which leans it towards a pay to win strategy. If there's upgrades and guns that make you better, that is only found or that you have to unlock by buying loot boxes, it makes it a pay to win. But also I'm gonna jump back on that because it's not just about that. Overwatch is also being led to slaughter, and they have zero pay to win scheme. They are just cosmetic. Period. Yeah. There is absolutely nothing you can do to pay to win in Overwatch. Their loot boxes is strictly cosmetic.
But see, just
they're in the same boat.
Just because I'm glad you brought that up. See, when us as gamers, when we have to come together, let's make sure that we know what we're coming together on, because you can't say Overwatch is doing bad because they have loot boxes. Like you said, it's cosmetic. It doesn't affect whether or not you're good or not. We have to collectively come together. If we are going to band together, we have to collectively come together and actually understand our points so we can bring it to them. You can't. I'm sorry, you can't bring Overwatch into this. Not you. I'm just saying, like, gamers. Right. You can't bring Overwatch into this because it's not the same thing.
Yeah, and but people have experienced the same kind of thing, the gambling syndrome, where they spend hundreds and thousands of dollars to get the skin that they want. But it's not the same as EA's, where you have to spend this long to unlock it. Now, what they do have an issue where it's seasonal things that only last about a month or so, and you have to play the game so long to be able to open those loot boxes in order to get the kind of the skin you want before it goes away for that season. They do have that, but still, it doesn't affect gameplay at all. So I'm trying to find out, because Need for Speed also, new Need for Speed game also has loot boxes.
I believe it.
Why is that also not being led to slaughter? And I'm trying to find out, like, why was it? I know Battlefront, and like you said about how long it takes to upgrade. I understand that, but there's a lot of games over the past. NBA Live has loot boxes.
NBA 2K has been having loot boxes for the longest, technically.
Yeah, they have that their VC,
yeah,
that their virtual currency, which is its own issues. But like these other games have it, so why is Battlefront the guy who's I guess lead? I guess you got to start somewhere. But these other guys should be in the same conversation. But that's I don't know. Maybe we can find an answer to that. But yeah, so that's kind of my disgruntledness in the whole allowing Battlefront to be the scapegoat of all things wrong with loot boxes when everyone else are doing the same thing, and they're just quietly saying to people, okay, just don't say my game. Just don't say my game. Focus on Battlefield. Don't look at me. So that's how I feel about it.
I want to look into this Need for Speed, though. I didn't know, like, it was never on the radar, and I guess that's the reason why Star Wars has been led to the slaughter, because a lot of people want to play it. It looks great, but something like what'd you say, Need for Speed?
Yeah, Need for Speed. Yeah,
nobody even want to play it, really. So,
well, reviewers actually gave it a bad score because of loot boxes. Like, I read several reviews that said this was a good game if it did not have loot boxes. It would have been a great game if everything wasn't so tightly tied to loot boxes. Like the reviews themselves said it. And I think also what made Battlefront so infamous is that they changed the values behind the scenes on people. Before the game retail, when reviewers were using it, stuff had a certain price to it. Once it went live, they changed the price. And so that also caused another uproar. So I guess it was other factors than just the loot box itself. But it's kind of lost on me how that game is just being the whooping boy when there's other guys who fit the same grievances.
Unfortunately for EA, it's both of these games are EA games. So Star Wars and Need for Speed. So it just looks bad as a company.
Agreed.
So
yeah. This is what they've been doing. They've been doing for years. since the PS3 days. They've ramped it up in the PS4 days, but they've been doing similar to this for a while now. That's what even they talked about in Mass Effect 3. They were doing something very similar when it comes to the loot boxes, but it wasn't actually loot boxes. That's been kind of a new age thing as the loot boxes, but people are getting absolutely tired of that. And that's why you're getting this kind of backlash you're getting now. But they need to group all the games in there that need to be grouped in there, and that goes for Call of Duty as well. For the past 3 years, to be honest, they should be grouped in there in the same bunch because they've been just as bad.
It really seems like they're really trying to adopt the mobile market. You know how the mobile market is, but the benefit with the mobile market is they give you these games for free. If EA wants to do this whole loot box stuff, then you're gonna have to give these games up for free, in my opinion. If this the route you want to take, we need these games for free. If you're not willing to do that, and I gotta pay $60 to play your game, and then you're gonna charge me on the back end, nah, it's gonna have to be one or the other. Something gotta give.
Yeah, I've been saying for a long time that mobile gave console gamers the blueprint on how to make money. If you go to listen to any of my podcasts for the past, year or so, I've been saying that mobile gaming gave console gaming the blueprint on this is how you make money weeks, months, and even years after your game is out. They gave them the blueprint, and console gamers have just been using the same strategy to win and make money. Like I said, hopefully it comes to a halt very quickly because it's to me, I think it's actually ruining gaming some of the way loot boxes are being used. Not in Overwatch's mindset because I can care less about cosmetic, but in the fact that it takes 4,000 hours to unlock everything. You didn't pay money. Come on, man. Come on, you made the game for VC. In that mindset, 2K is the same way.
Right.
It takes you months to get your character to a certain level if you did not pay for VC. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that slick turned me off about 2K because I had 2K16 on my PC, and then of course I bought it on the Switch digitally, and then I ended up getting a refund. But I was just sitting back thinking, like, man, I'm not gonna pay for all this stuff. Like, and I'm not gonna grind that hard either. I'm gonna play what I want to play. So originally, what I was gonna do, I was just gonna play a season. But then I was like, I really don't want to do that, man. That stuff, like, for people like me, that type of stuff will turn you off. Like, I'm not finna pay extra money for stuff I don't need to pay for, or stuff I shouldn't have to pay for. Like back in the day, you just have to play a game and you had to find everything. Like that's why games like Mario Odyssey is getting so much praise, and even Mario 3D World before it. It's because it was so much stuff in the game, and if you wanted to do it, you could do it. But it's like now they putting so little in games and saying, "Hey, go out and spend money to get this," but I've already bought the game. What are you talking about? It should already be there. But I don't know. I don't like this mindset that they're trying to bring to us, and it is sucks because gamers are going to adopt it. Gamers are going to take this thing and they're going to adopt it, and it's going to become a norm, and it's going to be bad for all of us. But we actually are the minority, so
we gonna be broke trying to play these games.
Facts.
Either broke or we're not gonna have fun because the people who pay. It's the same thing in Madden. It's a little bit better because it's actual, the way they do it, it makes sense for you to be able to pay for it. But, some of these, it's a trading card game, and so some of these players have values to them and stuff like that. But if you have to spend money on this game, your team is actually much weaker to the people who have spent money, unless you on here, like you said, that you don't like to do because you don't have the time, on here grinding all the time. It's the only way you can compete with someone who spends money, and so you have to grind. And so if you aren't able to do that, you're not going to enjoy the game.
Nope.
You're gonna be done with it, and you're gonna continue on. But that goes along with the rule that says 20% of the people spend 80% of the money. So EA can probably care less if someone casual leaves because they only need 20% of the people because they're going to spend 80% of the money.
Yeah, they're gonna get that money. I was just when you were earlier when Level was still here. I don't know where he went, but I was sitting there thinking like, man, what game does EA really have that I can say that I gotta play that game? Like, I don't think they're making the type of games that I even like. I don't play Madden. I don't even watch NHL, NBA Live, FIFA. Don't watch that. Need for Speed. I would play it, but I'm not rushing out to get it. In Battlefront, it looked good, but I heard the campaign was 4 hours. So, and I think I said this on an earlier podcast when we were talking about Grand Theft Auto 5 and how much money they made. What's it? How much was it? Do you remember?
48% of their income was
Right.
microtransactions.
But you also got to consider that the base game is good. And I don't think EA is actually putting out any games that's just, oh, I got to go have those games. Anthem may be that game. I don't know, but I don't see EA putting out those games for them to feel like they have the audacity to put loot crates and stuff in their games. Like, your game isn't that good in the first place, so you can't get extra money from me.
Let's not
That's my
overlook the
opinion.
sports
That's
games.
my opinion. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, because the sports games that they sell a lot of those. That FIFA is one of the every year one of the highest selling games out there because of the international sales. So they make a lot of money on FIFA. They make a lot of money on Madden. And you saying little on other games, but those two games are the biggest money, continuous money bringer in games that they have.
All right, I'll stand down for now, but I'll be back.
Okay, guess Level stepped away. We can continue with some of the topics because I don't want to leave it on this one because we've been a while in this one. So the next topic that we actually had was and excuse me, y'all, I got food in my mouth. I'm trying to eat. I mean, this crab ragout and inspire. So not bad, but we wanted to talk about. I'll leave that to him, but I guess I spent some time talking about this one. I know Keith want to talk about it, but we wanted to talk about the Avengers trailer.
Oh, trash.
We want to talk about the new Avengers trailer that just came out. So hopefully everybody had a chance to go out and watch it. If you haven't had a chance to watch it, please go watch it. Check it out. But I want to spend just a little bit of time getting our responses, our initial reaction towards the trailer. And then you guys will leave some in the comment section. Please go ahead as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and pass it off to Yuki to kind of explain what did you think about the trailer? How did it make you feel? And so what and so on, and then we can kind of dive in that a little bit more. So go ahead and give your feel about it.
I know everybody. The Avengers Infinity War trailer set the internet on fire, but not for me. I watched the trailer and I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch the movie, but this trailer in and of itself does nothing for me. It was a lot of early on. It was a lot of sentimental things, and I was like, really? That's what we're doing? And you got a chance to see some action. You got a chance to hear your boy Black Panther speak, who I think is probably gonna have a huge role in this movie.
Get this man a shield. Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, and it's going to be like a contradiction to me because I watched the trailer about 5 times, but I said it was trash, and I watched it 5 times to make sure that I agreed with myself, I guess, to say that it was trash. And I still think the trailer was trash. It didn't get me hyped. One, because I've already said I was going to watch it, so it was kind of like nothing they could really show me that was like, oh, I got to run out and watch this movie because I'm already on board. I'm already sold. But it didn't floor me. It didn't wipe me off my feet, man. Sweep me off my feet.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that. I guess I wasn't expecting that answer because I kind of heard it. in our private chat. But you were right about setting the internet on fire. It's exactly what that trailer did. I don't know how many Facebook posts I saw that had this trailer. I couldn't even look at my Twitter feed without seeing this trailer, because I actually told my wife that it came out, and I was going to wait until the end of the day so we can watch it together as a family, as a unit. So, but I had to avoid all social media for that day until we got to that point, because it was everywhere. So I'm gonna share my thoughts, and then I heard we have Level back. I'm gonna pass it off to him. I'm gonna go ahead and share my thoughts about the trailer. I'm gonna let Level share his. But for me, it's what 10, 11 years in the making. It was like, we're finally here. Oh my God, this thing is real. It's real. It's real. It's happening. It was, for me, it felt like the title of a previous movie. It felt like a homecoming. Like we're finally here, man. We spent 10 years, 11 years. We spent countless movies talking about this day, and we're finally here. This is the first trailer. 'Cause I didn't watch the leak trailer because I couldn't watch it in that terrible resolution. Couldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. Wouldn't make myself watch it. But to actually see Thanos on the ground, see him on Earth, to see the combination of characters working together. You saw Thor with the Guardians of the Galaxy. You saw Black Panther with Captain America, and you saw Scarlet Witch, and you saw hopefully the new relationship with Scarlet Witch and Vision. When I hopefully they explore a little bit more. You see my man actually putting gems into his gauntlet. I was so amped when I saw that. I'm sorry, Keith. I'm bringing myself back down. Woosah. Okay. No, I was so amped when I saw that. I almost freaked out because we've been seeing the gems for so many movies, and to see him actually go into his gauntlet was just like a surreal moment. And the fact that he just beat the snot out of Iron Man, beat the snot out of Spider-Man, was like, this is going to be legit. I can't wait for them to start killing people. So excited.
You can't wait for death, man? Really?
Yes, man. Because okay, so understand this. What makes a good movie is a good villain. Point blank.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I get that.
And if what to me what makes Game of Thrones an excellent show, and what for the most part makes The Walking Dead a great show until they stopped doing it, was the fact that any character can die. And that puts you on pins and needles because you don't know if your favorite character is going to die.
So do you feel like there's going to be some characters going to die?
Oh, heck yes. Absolutely.
Some actual superheroes?
Yes. Iron Man is dead, man.
Yeah, I think
so.
I think he was done anyway, because they're gonna bring that black girl in, right?
Well, I don't know about that part.
Oops.
I don't know about that. They haven't really shown her yet. We're talking about the girl from Black Panther, probably. I don't know yet.
You think they're gonna kill Iron Man?
Heck yeah, he's dead.
I don't see that. I don't see that, K-Bomb. I don't see that.
Because, and also when Keith talked about the sentimental. Thank you. Ooh, I killed that. Sentimental part of it is mostly at the very beginning. It's mostly, I think that's because someone dies, and the person.
But I don't think it's gonna be Iron Man. I don't think it's gonna be Iron Man. I can see Vision. I can see Vision die.
Vision gone. Vision's gone. That's why they're doing the love scene. They're trying to make it romantic with him and Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, I see.
He's gonna die.
I just think Iron Man too integral to the
That's why his death is going to be tight. You're going to be sitting there with your mouth open like.
I'll be mad, man. No, bro. They can't kill Iron Man.
Your mouth is going to hit the ground when this movie comes out because you're like they.
You think he'll get killed in the first one?
I think he'll sacrifice himself.
He's gone, man.
In the first one?
Heck yeah.
So you think they would give?
Yes.
I can't.
Yes.
I can't.
Hey, let's see it then, man. That's what I'm just saying, man. I'm just the fact that people can die makes this.
I can see Captain America. I can see Captain America going out.
I can't.
I can see Captain America getting killed because he actually does get killed, don't he? In the actual one, right?
No, he got killed in Civil War, so he's supposed to been dead.
Okay, he's supposed to already be dead in Civil War. Didn't he cause it or something like that? I can't.
No, he didn't. I mean, he didn't cause the Civil War, but he was on the other side of it. It was him and Tony were kind of the leaders of the two sides.
Right. And he's supposed to be dead at the Civil War, right? Captain America.
Yeah, he's supposed to be at the Civil War. Yeah, that's correct.
All right. So that's what I'm saying. So I can see them in this movie killing Captain America. I don't see them killing Iron Man. I just don't see that. I don't see that. He's too big. He's too big of a character. If they didn't kill Thor, they ain't killing Iron Man, dog. They ain't killing Iron Man.
Thor was supposed to be dead last movie, but whatever.
Right. Anyway, so Keith, you said you didn't like the trailer, right?
Yeah, just the trailer. It was like the truth said, underwhelming.
I'm gonna say, yeah. I'm not gonna say it's underwhelming. I won't go that far. I was wanting to see the trailer that got leaked original because I think it's more epic than this trailer. I did like this trailer though, but I guess it's the Easter eggs and the stuff that you didn't catch that you got to watch the trailer a few more times that makes this trailer so fascinating for people. Because as I was watching a review of the trailer, there was a lot of stuff I missed. There's a whole lot of things I did not catch on the first go through that Katz was like pointing out, like certain characters that you saw glimpses of that you didn't realize was there. But overall, I thought it was an okay trailer. I thought it was cool. Like the first Black Panthers trailer. I think the second trailer demolished the first one. I think they probably saving the best trailer for the actual full-fledged trailer release. So I think this one was leaked. I don't think this is the one. I think they got a second one that's probably going to be even more epic than this.
This will probably come out in the Super Bowl.
I ain't seen them.
So probably
right. I agree with you. I think it's too early to show the toughest one. It's too early to show it. But no, man, I'm geeked out. But you hurt my heart, K-Bone, talking about they gonna kill Iron Man, bro. I can see Scarlet Witch. I can see Vision. I can see Black. Is it Hawkeye? No, not Hawkeye. Is that what's his name?
That's right. Hawkeye.
But
Hawkeye.
What's the point of killing these side characters easily replaced?
Because they side characters and they're easily replaced.
But it doesn't have the same impact when you kill someone so beneficial, so crucial to the entire universe. If they do that, I'm telling you, people's mouths are going to be on the ground, and I would be.
I can see them doing it. I can see them doing it in the second part, not the first one.
Nope.
I don't see them killing off integral personnel, integral characters in the first one, in the first Infinity Wars. I can see maybe the second one. You'll see some of the smaller characters get knocked off in this one that will cause the morale of the main characters, and then main character getting knocked off in the second one.
No, man. They have to leave this one in despair. And the way you do that is by killing off a main person, because the person who comes to save
I don't think you have to. Yes, I don't think you have to kill off a main person to create the despair, though.
Because Miss Marvel comes and takes the role of kind of like leader, and she's going to come and take that role in the next one, and so they have to give room, because the new leader of the Avengers is going to be Doctor Strange. So eventually, Captain America and Iron Man are going to die, because the new leader is going to be Doctor Strange. It's going to be Black Panther and Doctor Strange.
This is making me sad, man. Because I'm sitting here listening to
don't listen to Kate, but no. Like I said, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen in the second one. It's not happening in the first one. It ain't. They can't do it, because you kill any desire. Like, you can't okay, there's a such thing as too much, and you got to have the right touch. You kill off the wrong character, it can ruin the second one.
Let me finish.
It can literally hurt it.
Let me finish what I was going to say. I said this is making me sad because I'm listening to how Levelhead is like very emotional and intense about this. So I'm looking. I got to find a way to bring this in. DC, you know what I'm saying? They killed my boy Superman, and nobody cared. Nobody cared. They were like, "Oh, they killed Superman." Oh, okay.
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's true.
This movie was long. They killed Superman. They was like, "Man, this movie too long." Okay, I'm done. That was just a little joke.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna say I can't agree with that. But anyway, we'll see. But I'm definitely looking forward to this summer. We got a lot coming out 2018. But let's move to this last topic, and then I guess we can get out of here because this was interesting to me, and I thought I'd bring it up. So Cuphead has managed to sell over 1 million. Like it's like they saying it's like at like 1.3 million or 1.4 million, somewhere around there. And but the interesting thing about it is majority of the sales are accounted for on PC, not the Xbox. And so like when they were saying it at like I'll say a month back, it was at 6 or 7, it was at 1 million, and 600 or 700 of those sales were actual PC sales. Now it has moved past 1 million, and they're still saying the PC sales account for majority of that percentage. K-Bun, do you what does this say about the Microsoft community that a great game like this still did not move a whole lot on the console itself versus the PC?
I want to read a lot into it. I want to read into it and say, what I really want to say is that the Xbox brand on the home consoles is dying. That's what I want to read into it. I don't know if I can, but that's what I would want to do. I would want to jump to the conclusion because the sales are mostly on PC and says Xbox home console brand is dying, and they should abandon ship.
You think so? Like based on this game? I don't.
No. I said that's what the numbers would lead me to say. I'm not saying that I'm saying that.
Oh.
I said that's what the numbers would lead me to say, but I don't think that's the truth. But that's what the numbers look like it's saying. But I actually don't think that's true. I don't think the Xbox home console brand is dying. I actually don't understand why there's more sales on the PC than on the actual Xbox. I'm still kind of lost with that and fuzzy with. I thought that the Xbox would definitely have dominated. The fact that this is, in all intents and purposes, a first-party game for them because it's exclusive, and the fact that Microsoft put money behind this, that it would have, had some big numbers on the actual Xbox home console version of it, especially when the X coming out and the price drop on the S and stuff like that. So I'm kind of confused on why the numbers even look the way they do. And I say I'm not going to conclude and say that the Xbox brand on the console is dying, but man, those numbers are very disheartening.
Yeah. Keith, go ahead. I agree with you, K-Bub.
I don't know. I'm gonna try to make it real simple. I just think if Microsoft puts out a really good game, PC fans are not any strangers. They want to play it. What is playing in my ear? I'm sorry. Hold up. Sorry about that. I just think I don't really know what to make. This is confusing me because it really should be more on the Xbox. I'm trying to look up an article, but I don't know what. I'm at a loss of words, guys. I'm sorry because Xbox fans, where y'all at? Like this game should have been like gangbusters. It was a cheap game, $20. Man, every Xbox owner should have ran out and bought this game. I even bought it on the PC. I don't know. I'm at a loss of words on this one. You got me with this level. I'm stumped.
when I saw this, man, it was shocking to me that the PC version was accounting for a major percentage of the sales, right? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if my computer acting up is just me. It's free. I don't know what that is, but let me see something. Hold up. Can y'all hear me still?
Yeah.
I don't know. My computer froze. I don't know. If y'all can hear me in the comment section, let me know, man. So I don't want to be talking and it ain't working. But anyway, y'all still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, it's froze on my computer, but maybe just this. Anyway, to me what it says is Microsoft fans really don't know what to support. Like you said, Keith, it was only $19.99. It's exclusive to your box. The Sony PlayStation owners, unless they got a PC, can't play it. Switch owners, unless they have a PC, can't play it. And what this says to me is, I would venture to think that a lot of PlayStation leaning individuals and Nintendo leaning individuals who had PCs bought this game, along with PC driven gamers. That's what it says to me, because I saw a lot of people who leans on console to a Switch or Nintendo, and people who lean to Sony on the console end but got PCs was buying this game. You said you got it. I can name plenty other people who bought it for PC because they didn't have, they didn't buy it on the Xbox, so they ain't have an Xbox. So to me, it says that the audience, this game is really not for that audience. They don't care about these type of games. And to me, they passed up on that's a great game that should have reflected in sales from them. There's enough people that own Xboxes.
Yeah, I think level just dropped from the call.
I guess his PC did die.
Yeah, his PC did die on him. But I guess just reiterate the point. Hopefully he can get a chance to jump back in here. He would just read the point that, that the Xbox console owner did not come to the plate on this one. This is the game that actually had been getting great reviews and great momentum behind it since the E3 that it was announced. I mean, everyone took notice of this game. But very few people that actually said, "Oh, whatever," because of the shell, not the shell say thing, but the art style of this game made it so unique that you had to take notice of it. And the fact that it didn't do as well on its home system and more on the PC, like I said, we've all kind of said it. It's very confusing and very disheartening. And don't really know what to think about, what to expect from the actual from the Xbox brand or from their fans or from anything. I guess one of the things that popped in my head when Level was talking is that these fans ain't loyal. That's what popped in my head as he was talking, man, because it doesn't fully make sense, and we're all kind of left in a state of confusion when it comes to this, man, because it doesn't really make sense. Yeah, and someone actually said in the comment section, I'm gonna give him a shout out while we're here. The Truth actually said, and I'm gonna give it to you, Keith, real quick, and see what you think about what he actually said. But he actually said that the Xbox is the worst console ever. I wonder, are you referring to the Xbox One? Truth?
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. We see your face.
I hope this mug stay up because I had to jump on with my tablet. Hold up.
Yeah, you might want to turn the. There you go.
One
thing I wanted to give the Keith, then I'll give it back to you. Real quick, is that the Truth has said in the comment section that he said the Xbox is the worst console ever, and I believe he's referring to the Xbox One. it's been the worst console ever. And I just real quickly, Keith, I want to get your opinion. Do you think that's a true statement, or do you think that maybe he's missing the mark on that one?
Yeah, he missed the mark on that. I'm trying to be real quick. No, the Xbox One or Xbox 360 or even the Xbox, the OG Xbox is the worst console ever. They had one of the worst controllers ever until they fixed it. I mean, it's different strokes for different folks. Yeah, we've had our jokes with the Xbox, all of them. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, man, it's a device for people to play their games on, and I've given Microsoft enough credit for what they're doing with their infrastructure, man. I applaud them for what they're doing with their infrastructure, and I think that's one of the greatest things in the gaming industry right now, that you can play a game and it will always be there for you. And even with the Microsoft, what is it, the Windows 10 and then the Xbox One games,
right?
How they crossplay, that's genius. Like, if I wanted to go out and buy an Xbox right now, I can pick up and start playing games that I left off on my PC. But again, I guess I really didn't answer his question, because that's all infrastructure stuff that I'm giving them credit for. It's not necessarily the box, but it's just a box, man. And right now, people are really enjoying the Xbox One X's for the 4K HDR, pseudo 4K HDR on some games, pseudo 60 frames per second. I had to do it, but no, man. It is.
So let me ask you this though.
Okay.
What do you think the game would have sold if it was on either on the Sony device, a Sony PlayStation, or on a Nintendo Switch? What do you think it would have sold?
On the Switch, it was easily over 1 million by itself. Probably 2 million on the Switch, easily. Not even, and even then, I think it would have sold a lot more on the PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 4 too. But yeah, I think it would have sold a lot more.
Remember, they only have one marketplace for games, though. You know, Xbox is spread over 2 marketplaces.
Technically the game is it's a third party game because it's on Steam. There's a difference between being on Windows 10